Guys, welcome back to the channel, and I am JohnAvanti. Sorry about the road noise. We're on a major highway, and in front and behind me is a 2026 Parker 227 Explorer. So we're gonna do a quick walk around, and this boat is really nice. So hey guys, this is the new 2026 Parker full composite boat, no wood, Parker ride, pilot house, sick boat. This is a really nice boat. 22 feet, 27 inches. Overall, it's a 26-foot boat with the swing platform. Now look at the whole, they say this is a great riding boat. And they're really coming close to Steiger craft in quality. I mean, right now they're at full composite. Steiger craft is full composite. Defiance, all these pilot house boats are full composite, and this hull is amazing. This boat new is $135,000 plus tax and maybe some other fees. I don't know. You might get a better deal, and everything is heavy duty. Fuel tank. Look at these tie downs. Massive, heavy duty tie downs. Coming around it, looking at the back, this one has a 200 on it. Now, if you go online, it says it comes with a 250. But for some reason, this boat came with a 200. And it's on a swim platform. And it's very low. Very low. They lowered the motor. Now, I'm not sure if this is a 25-inch. Looks like a 25-inch. But you can see how the motor, the bracket is all the way down. I think that adds to the ride. But what you can see here is the Seakeeper ride. So for $125,000, it comes with a Seakeeper ride and lights. So look at the lights. There's a Seakeeper. It's a really nice boat. I mean, for $125,000, you're getting a lot for your money. Look at the size of that swim platform. It's really massive. That's a big swim platform. You could probably put a huge cooler back here and, tie it off. You got to tie it up. You could put tie downs here. So you got the holes. So you could put probably a trolling motor right there. And this is the Yamaha. Comes with the warranty, 5 years. Stainless steel prop. I mean, the Yamaha is 200 horsepower. And this is a manual shift. It's not a digital shift motor. And on a 22-foot boat, you get this nice rail here with chrome all the way around. Nice Parker writing, reflective. Look at this. I mean, this is really nice. Really nice. Beautiful white boat. And there's your swim ladder. It's right there. And that just slides up and goes up. And you have a nice door entry. You don't have to climb anymore. And you could pull a big fish in through here. You can pull in a big fish. This boat is massive. Okay, so here's one good thing about this boat. There's a lot of good things. Look how high the gunnels are, over my knees. I'm 5'11", and when you're on the ocean and the boat's rocking, you're good. You're most likely not going to fall overboard. So what they did here is they gave you this gigantic fish box. This fish box is massive. And it's probably insulated. I don't see why it wouldn't be insulated. It's definitely insulated, okay? And then here is your live well. Massive live well. And it's blue because the fish like the blue color. There's a little light in there. And, this thing is huge. You could put a lot of bait in that box, and it's glass. So I think what happens is, like, the fish don't slosh around. You fill it all the way up. And here's more big tie downs. All quality stainless steel. Quality stainless steel. Nice, to keep it closed nice and tight. A nice gasket. Boom. And you could, like if you're hanging out and you got your friends here, another thing to look at is, look at the size of these gunnels. You could easily, sit on here. And, I'm sitting down. I got a lot of room to sit. And I don't feel like I'm going to fall overboard. It's not thin. And then you have this seat here which pulls up, I would say, like this. Okay, so I'm not gonna fuck with it, but you could take this seat with you, or you can leave it behind. So what's behind here is just nothing, but let's see what's in here. This is probably the okay, so you got dual batteries, but that's pretty good having it there. Dual batteries, saltwater washdown, bilge pump. Oh, you have a through-hole transducer. Look at that, man. Here's another, maybe a freshwater pump. That's saltwater, more pumps, right? And here is your, and here is the Yamaha fuel filter. And what's good about this, the way they set this fuel filter up, easy access, and you can replace it with a, one with the glass sight. And there's a lot of room. And there's a lot of room in there for storage. I mean, if you want to put life jackets in there, it's pretty dry. It has this nice gasket. Dual batteries there. It's pretty good. I like it. I like the design. This is a really nice boat. There's no hole in there for water to flow through. But, and there's the Seakeeper component that goes there. And this is all plumbing here. And that's how you prime the fuel. Look at that's a good quality primer for the fuel. And there is a freshwater tank, looks like. So there's a freshwater pump and a saltwater pump. And the through-hole transducer. So for $135,000, I like the black rod holders. Doesn't have to be chrome. I mean, if it's going to save a couple of bucks, giant horn. Look at that giant horn. And you have LED lights, plenty of grab handles. Very nice. And there's the door. Again, the door is still a little short. Now, if you get in a Steiger craft, the back part here is going to be a Miami. You're not going to get a door. I think all Parkers come Chesapeake, as Steiger craft calls it. But the Steiger craft Chesapeake and Miami height is higher, so you don't have to bend down to get inside the cabin. Now, the only reason I can think of why Parker does this and you have to step into the boat, which we're going to do, is for low center of gravity. So meaning that when you're out in the ocean and the wind is blowing like crazy and there's waves coming over the top, you're not going to get as much, you're not going to catch as much wind with this lower silhouette of a rooftop and everything like that. That's the only reason why I can think of, because Steiger craft, you don't step down, it walks right through, and this is higher. Now, you could hit your head on here. I have hit my head on it, but again, what you're going to get is you're going to get a lower roof line, which the wind won't blow you around as much, because the wind is going to catch in here and move the boat back and forth. But it's still a beautiful boat. I mean, it's a really nice design compared to like the 23-foot Steiger craft Miami or Chesapeake. In my opinion, the fishing space is about the same. This being a 22-27, and I think this is a better boat at this point. Like I said, it's all composite, and I could foresee getting away from the Miami in the Steiger craft and getting into this boat because you got a full Chesapeake back. Now, if you want to spend the money, you could put controls back here and ride and navigate the boat in the back but that's probably going to cost another $25,000, which may be worth it because you could stand outside and steer the boat. Like Steiger craft has that, because Steiger craft Chesapeakes are very expensive, and the Defiance boats in the 22-foot is nowhere near the size of this boat. So the Defiants are a lot smaller. Like I have a Defiance, and my gunnel to gunnel is 7.5 feet, not 8'6". Okay, and there's so much room inside this cabin. I mean, there is just a lot of room. Just go in. So here you could see. So we have this big seat here with a cup holder and a speaker. And then you have this compartment here, which is, oh my gosh, massive amount of storage. Look at this. Massive. Look at all that storage. And there's another hose, probably for water. That is great, right? Big storage area. So now you can sit here, 3 guys in here. And over here, I'm not sure why, and it doesn't have like a double seat like this. Like there's no seat behind here. Now they could have did that because somebody might want to put a refrigerator in here, an air conditioner. You know, you could put another cooler here. I mean, there's a lot you can do. Now I'm not sure how many different configurations this boat comes in, but you know, it's really nice. I mean, the seat here, the seat where I'm sitting is pretty comfortable. It's pretty nice. And then you have, and then here you have one shock absorbing seat, and the captain's chair is a shock absorbent seat. So you have a cup holder for the guy sitting in the back, and there's no cup holder. Oh, and there's a cup holder. Look at that for the starboard side rider. And this is a very, very big, comfy seat. Now it looks like it can't turn around, so let me see. If you want to go this way, you could turn it around that way, put your feet out, or sit that way, but you got to be pretty short. But this way, you know, you're not going to turn the seat and face the captain. And here's a big P for Parker, but these are big, comfortable seats. This is a huge seat. And sitting on the seat is very comfortable. I mean, just sitting here is really nice. And you have, you know, footrests. And this seat moves up and down. It has the shock absorbing, which is nice. Beautiful steering wheel or helm. I think this is called a helm. And it's tilt. See that? Look at that. No one gives you tilt steering but Parker. So that's a plus right there. I mean, naturally you're looking at here and you have the windows open. And let's see if it... So let's say you open the window and you drive in and then you want to close it. You notice the windshield wiper closed with the window. You don't have to go out and close the window. And these do have screens. So you can see here, there's a screen. So if you want to stay here and sleep overnight, you want to open the windows, you can, and put screens in here, which is pretty cool. And you have screens here, which is nice too. And let's see how easy it is to open this. Yeah, very easy to open. Now these tracks here, you have to keep them clean. You can't simply just, you know, never clean them. You have to clean them and you have to wax them so everything slides nicey nice on the boat. And you got a lot of glass. I mean, in here, I have a lot of headroom in here. A lot of headroom, no problem. The only problem you might have, you know, when you come out of the boat, you have to tell people, listen, watch your head. And I would just put like some kind of rubber here that would stick in case anybody hits their head. You don't want them to have a bad day. Now, I see here it has a track inside. Now, this may be for another screen because the door itself, if I close it, you know, doesn't open and close the glass, right? So you could probably get a screen that goes around here. Now, I'm not sure if this is aluminum. This is probably all aluminum. And you can somehow put a screen on there and sleep over here overnight and not worry about bugs getting in here eating you alive. Now, here's another compartment. Let's check this out. This is another fish box. Oh, let me see what's in here. Okay, I mean, this is storage. You're not gonna put any like fish in here, but this is another storage box. It's a little wet, but you're gonna have to clean it like any boat. It's got to be clean. You get the nice sea deck, which is nice, and here's you get a 20 amp, 2-bank, Pro Mariner. For your batteries, right? That's all set up. I mean, this boat is set up perfectly. So then taking a look here, you get the nice Garmin. The batteries are disconnected, so I can't turn anything on. You have more speakers there. You have your Garmin radio. This is all integrated, right? You have your nice Garmin radio. I'm not sure if it's GPS, but you have a nice Garmin radio. You have your windlass, the seat keepers, which is cool. You have a cup holder for the captain. And look how nice all your switches are. Really, really nice. And this is the radio right here. You have your sound system. This is the Yamaha control panel. And that's your Garmin. And everything is integrated. The seat keeper, everything. And here's this is a mechanical shifter. This is not a digital shift. Okay? And you have here charging, Type 2 and Type C. And this is your lanyard and your start key right here. Very, very nice setup boat. I mean, very nice. Very nice. Very comfortable boat. And then back here you have a porta potty in here for the ladies. And here you have, you can move that and people could sit there. I don't see anywhere where you could put a table, but that's okay. And under here is more storage. And there's more storage under here. 2 more storage compartments for whatever you want to put in there. Very nice laid out boat. Yeah, I tried to lay down in it. You can. I mean, you can, like, I'm 5'11", my feet hang over here, but, you could sleep 2 people in here. You're probably going to sleep this way, but whatever. I mean, you can do it. You can do it. It's not going to be horrible. They could there's probably a reason why this doesn't match with that. I don't know. This is a little higher, it seems. I don't know. But, I mean, it's still a really nice boat. Very beautiful boat. Parker, hit this. This is a home run, this boat. This boat is a home run, in my opinion. I have no complaints. It doesn't come with the carpet. Remember the old carpeting they would put in here? And it would get all muffy and it looked like shit. And a lot of guys would take it off, and then you had to paint it. This is all painted nice and clean, fresh. Now the carpet does give you more maybe sound deadening, but when you're on the ocean, it doesn't really matter. You might have the radio on, so it won't be so bad like the sea noise, but that's part of boating. Noise and waves and splashing, holding on. You got to really think of your environment as, especially like when you're trying to get out of the boat. You're trying to get out the door. You got to think of your environment. And look how wide this is. I mean, look at the headroom here. I mean, that is huge. Huge amount of headroom. A massive amount of headroom. And you have a nice you could open that up, get more air in here. I mean, you could sit up there really nice and be comfortable. This is a very, very well sought out boat. Very well sought out boat. More tie downs in the front. You can see, let me open this up. So you have 2 more tie downs in the front. You have the windlass hatch right there, the windlass up there, stainless steel. It's all top notch. Heavy duty bow rails. Like I said, and you can see 2 people here. Look at that. 1, 2, sit down, nice, chill out on a nice day, go out on the boat. There's your compass. Now you can put more stuff here if you want. More electronics, you want to put radar. But this might integrate with radar, And this is a perfect size Garmin. Anything else. You could put another cup holder here if you wanted to. You could just add, more. Like you could take this out and upgrade to the bigger Garmin and just cut this out and you got more room. I mean, you could do massive amount of things in this boat for upgrades, or just take it like this. You got a nice little grab handle here, which is good. You know, the captain is always going to hold on to the helm here. Very comfortable seat. Very comfortable seat. And this guy's going to be comfortable too. Now, like I says, I'm not sure if this boat comes with both. Like my Defiance has 4 seats in the cabin. 4. So there's 2 in the back and 2 in the front here like this. So in order to get a Parker that is designed like this, Parker would have to design it. Now, I'm not sure how many models they have. This is the Explorer. So maybe there's like Explorer X, Explorer Deluxe. You know, so if you get like a higher trim model, you get more seats. It's just more luxuries, more comfort more comfort. So now, like, I came out of the boat, and I know not to hit my head. You know, okay, so when you want to close the door, you can't just, you got to pull the knob and you could lock it. But this door is going to last forever. I mean, these doors never break. Never break. I mean, I haven't seen a Parker with a broken door, you know. And this, like I said, this boat is all composite, all fiberglass, very well done. And you could just keep adding to this. So I'm JohnAvanti. Thanks for watching the video. You want to buy a new fishing boat? Check this boat out, man. This boat is beautiful. And I am at New Jersey Outboards, and this is the #1 dealer for Parker in New Jersey. They have used boats, they have pilot houses, they have bow riders, they have center consoles, all kinds of boats. They have pontoons, whatever you want. This is a major boat dealer, and come here. They're always at the shows, and you're gonna get a good deal. You know, check it out. Call around, get your best price, then call Mike. Ask for Mike and tell him JohnAvanti sent you, and maybe you'll be riding in a Parker. All right, so take care. Peace out. God bless you. And don't forget to check out their website. They got a bunch of boats.